Hi, my name is Jennifer Beamer. I am the owner and operator of ExpertlyDyed Art by Science. Currently, my husband and I are living in Seoul, Korea. The window to my right here. Out there you can see some really cool mountains, and that way is Seoul, the city proper. Anyway, the point of these videos is to let you guys know a little bit about what the crafting world is like here in Korea. And I posted a video earlier about Gangnam, which is Seoul's premier crafting center. However, not only was the video terrible because I was doing it with my smartphone, um, I guess the vendors, it's kind of like the vendors that you have at, and of course the airplane is going by right now. The vendors are sort of set up in stalls, kind of like what you would find at a fiber event, except they're more permanent structures. And even though the place is open from 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday, I guess the vendors can sort of pick when they want to be there. So it was a little bit of a bust when we went, so we'll have to go again in the future, but the little bit that I saw was so cool. I did manage to find some knitting needles, however, um, they're really long circular needles. So the smallest I could find was 80 centimeters, I think, which is not quite 32 inches long. And rarely do I ever do anything around that large. So I will have to maybe poke around and see if I can find other places that have this sort of stuff. When I was at Dongdaemun, they did have some knitting areas. They have these huge walls just stuffed with yarn. And it was pretty cool, except it was maybe 50% acrylic yarn, and what they did have for natural fibers like wool, or I found a couple of balls of cashmere yarn. It was really nice. It's very bland. Like the colors aren't very colorful in the sense that people who are used to artisan dyed yarns, like the kinds of yarns that I've done, um, they're just all one color, very standard dye lots, not really too interesting. And let me tell you, these ladies, they are masters at crocheting. I've never seen anyone crochet as fast as they can. Oh, I should take a video of them just crocheting. It's so neat. And of course, as I'm talking here, I'm not really paying attention to the diameter of my yarn here, so I have to stop and fix it every once in a while. So this little baby, this is new. This is my Kromsky minstrel. We had a little goof up. We had 6 of our boxes from America getting shipped here, and it had things like my wheel and a whole bunch of fiber. I mean, a lot of fiber. My drum carder, accessories, books, movies, you name it. It was pretty much all the things that kept us entertained in the States. We were going to ship to Korea. Well, we get to Korea and the box is clear, customs, but they send us this paperwork to fill out because I guess we had a lot of stuff shipped here. And we were kind of surprised because the forms were all in Korean and we had a little bit of help with translation. And as it turns out, one of the boxes that we checked actually said to ship all this stuff back to America. So all of our stuff is on a slow boat back to America from Korea. So after panicking a little bit, I decided to go online and buy a new wheel because, you know, what the heck? I'm making a lot of great money living out here, and it's fabulous, and I always wanted one of these really pretty wheels. My first wheel is a Babe wheel, and they're really good. They're fantastic little wheels. However, they're not very pretty because they are made out of PVC pipe. This one, I think, is made out of birch. I'm not exactly sure, and it has a really nice mahogany color to it. I know you can't really see much of the wheel. I can maybe post a link to some pictures. I even got a matching chair to go with it because when you live in Korea, especially in the city, the places aren't very big to live. Even though there's 2 of us, this apartment is actually really quite small. So when space is an issue, you have to think about the kinds of things that you put into your apartment. So the reason why I got this wheel is because it has a very small footprint, and the bench stool that I have that I'm sitting on right now, it fits very close to the wheel, so the total size of the space that it needs is actually really quite small. So like I said, that was one of the main reasons why I decided to get this wheel, and because it looks really pretty. I know there's other wheels that actually take up even less space, but I don't know, I want to feel like a princess sitting in my tower looking out the world below and spinning on my wheel. A little bit of a fantasy girl here. Anyway, so I think that will conclude this first video. I will be doing some how-to tutorials in the future. All of my drop spindles are in those boxes, and what I was going to do is do some how to spin with a drop spindle, but I really can't do that without drop spindles, and unfortunately there's no craft stores like Michael's or Hobby Lobby here, so I can't really just go and make them. I haven't even found dowel rods or CD, like old CDs or grommets. I don't have any of that stuff, and I don't know where to find it. There's a little bit of a language barrier. My husband knows a little bit of Korean. He took a couple years of it in college, grad school. And even though he's been making leaps and bounds in his linguistics training, he doesn't really have the lexicon at this point to really be suave with people about asking specific questions that I need the answers to. So for now, we'll just do how to spin videos with my wheel, and when my drum carder gets here, I will do how to blend colors and how to even use one. I made a mistake my first time when I was borrowing one from the guild that I was associated with back in the States. I thought it was going to be really quick and easy and, you know, no big deal, except when I first got it, it took me over an hour to make my first bat that only weighed 1 ounce. Yeah. So, anyway, if you like this video, please rate, subscribe to my channel. I will be posting, like I said, more videos in the future. Videos about my time here in Seoul, Korea, and some stuff about how-to videos, and maybe I will even post some more videos about non-crafting related things, because I've heard from some of my Twitter followers that they want to know more about like tea houses and temples, and like what the silk is like here. They have a lot of silk fabrics here, but they're usually reserved for things like hanbok, which is the Korean traditional attire. It's kind of like how in Japan they wear kimono for certain special ceremonies, like maybe weddings or like New Year's festivals. They have a traditional Korean dress that they wear for those kinds of ceremonies. And the little kid ones are so cute. Anyway, so that all aside, please subscribe, like this video, share this video, follow me on Twitter. I have a Facebook page. I have a blog that I will be posting. Tuesday Seoul is what it's called. I will be posting about all sorts of things there, lots of pictures, high quality pictures. I have a really good camera. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video.